Y'all get ready?
Yes, you get ready.
If you want the latest news in the streets, join us and tune in for the tea. Breaking news with integrity. So tell your friends and your family. It's the Lovelyti TV show, bringing you good tea and good vibes. It's the Lovelyti TV show. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe.
Hey tea sippers, I hope you guys are doing good today. So as you guys can see, I'm not in my usual location. I'm still down here in Atlanta. I've been having a ball ever since I landed, child. I've been everywhere, okay? But a lot of folks have been hitting me up in the past 24 hours. People wanted me to talk about the whole Nicki Minaj, SZA situation. If you guys do not know, everything went down yesterday on social media. I was trying to keep up with everything. It was nuts. TDE Punch posted something and it obviously irritated Nicki Minaj. And she went in literally for hours last night on TDE's crew, on SZA, and folks even accusing her of throwing a little bit of shade, honey, at Doechii, okay? So anyways, I'm here, you know what I'm saying? Your wish is my command. So I'm here to break down everything to you guys. I apologize if the video is not, you know, top quality, child. Y'all know when you out on the road, it's not like being at home with that good Wi-Fi, them good, you know what I'm saying, clear pictures. So, you know, forgive me if it's not crystal clear, but we're going to make it through this video regardless of the situation. So, you know what I'm saying, I'm digging into everything to break stuff down for folks who've been busy and don't feel like, you know, trying to figure it out themselves. But what basically happened is that TDE Punch, he took to social media to promote a song called Broken Barbies. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my screen as I break this down for y'all line by line and bar for bar, okay? All right, so as you guys see, it says right here, Punch TDE. Broken Barbies. He tweeted this on July 15th at 12:35 p.m. Somehow it got back to Nicki and Nicki Minaj went the hell off, okay? So Nicki Minaj says this, LOL, y'all remember when that man from TDE who kept bullying me on Twitter for no reason? We have the receipts, LOL. I've never responded to him. What was his name again, y'all? I'm gonna give him a nickname. I'm going to call him minus 30 million from now on. Hashtag justice for Doechii. Now, Doechii is Desiree Perez's daughter that she's wanting justice for. So she's claiming that she got these receipts. A lot of people are saying that the whole minus 30 million is a shot at Doechii because she lost over 30 million Spotify users or something for some reason. So people are saying that she's throwing shots at Doechii as well. So then SZA comes along and she says this. SZA says, Mercury retrograde, don't take the bait, LOL, silly goose. At that point, Nicki Minaj straight up lost it. Nicki says, go draw your freckles on, Buki. Justice for Doechii. Deposition Perez. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Sounding like a fucking dead dog. Then SZA replies back, and SZA basically says, I don't give a fuck about none of that weird shit you poppin'. Then somebody tells SZA, you really don't want to start this, girl. If you was crying before, you really gonna cry now when the barbs get at you. They even have a gif of Cersei Lannister, who we know loves violence, honey, in the Game of Thrones. So SZA replies back and she says, I get bullied by millions online every day, then step my ass out on a packed stadium tour where people show me real love in real life. My parents are healthy and I'm the most successful I've ever been. Get some fucking perspective and bark at a wall. Then she comes back and says, laugh my ass off. Let me go back to being calm, shy, and meek. Y'all have a blessed night. See y'all tomorrow for night 2 in Paris. So SZA's out here doing her thing, honey. So y'all just saw what SZA had to say. She didn't want any more smoke. She wanted to kind of, you know, bow out gracefully. But Nicki Minaj was not going to let it go, okay? Nicki Minaj went in for hours yesterday on Twitter and then took the station head to drag SZA even more. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the tweets that Nicki Minaj was sending yesterday. She says, me after I suck some good Zeke. Guarantee you won't fight a man. We have every tweet of your insistent bullying, lying, and more. Your name was added to the shit list, shitty draws. Same thing that makes you laugh makes you shit. What the hell is going on here? What in the shitty draws is she talking about? Then she goes on to say, TDE stands for Tiny Dick Executive. Then she says, y'all remember when Doo-Doo on the Beats was filling his doo-doo? Now he's sitting in it. Justice for Doechii. Then she posts this of Chucky And she says MTM minus 30 million. And like I said, people are saying that that's shots at Doechii. So here goes some of the receipts right here. So they're saying in July of 2025 was reported that Doechii and Kendrick Lamar lost significant numbers on Spotify's monthly listeners, reportedly 30 million. So a lot of people are saying that when Nicki Minaj was tweeting MTM minus 30 million alongside the Chucky doll, that was a shot at Doechii. So that's the tweet right here that people are referencing. Then she goes on to say, so glad I have proof of being bullied and being lied on by a man publicly on a platform I use for my job after I rejected his business propositions on more than one occasion. He failed to disclose that to the public, that I rejected his business propositions, and thereby acted in what appears to be retaliation purposely used to cause financial damages to engage in a smear campaign against the brand. Then somebody says, these hoes are always projecting this on you. She says, poor stink. She should have been able to graduate therapy by now if she didn't follow people on social media who she's tired of. I'm sure any therapist would agree. Then she goes on to say, child projection is loud today. What's fucked up is that the pawns always go outside, broke, cursed, and most of them never even knowing that they were pawns. Then she says, bitch looking and sounding like she got stung by a fucking bee, ... draws on my fake freckles. Then she replies back to SZA when SZA was saying, let me be calm and meek. Nicki replies back and says, shut up, ugly. I'm in a meeting, so I don't know if you was still talking shit or not. So if you don't, I'll delete later, ho. Wow. Then she comes back an hour later and says, bitch damn near broke that man's back and leg. Bitch fat and chubby and skinny at the same damn time. Bitch, where those 30 million streams that disappeared on Spotify? Like, fix your faux freckles. Then she says, this is what they've been waiting. This is what they be wanting when they music release. Speak on me, about me at your own risk. When I'm discussing the abuse I've suffered at the hands of any man, if you as a woman choose to go into that field, you're going to leave bloody. I'll expose more of your lies, and I'll tell y'all all the time I play the long game. So while y'all celebrated insignificant wins and fake laugh for hours, God was already working. Sit this out. Trust. Ego won't win this one. The truth is the truth. It doesn't change. The lies and deceit, abuse of power ain't gonna cut it no more, no more. Then she goes on to say, wait, does SZA think she's more successful than me? LOL, catch me up, please. SZA, if every song you've ever done vanished right now, the music business wouldn't even miss you. I've been to countries you've never heard of. I know you're not that stupid, are you? Stadiums? Did you look at the venues I play on my own headline festival tours out of the country last year? Bitch, have you ever headlined to 80K people? Bitch, what have you ever done besides yodel with auto-tune that needed retuning? Boo, I'm an icon. You're not. The end, pay that man for almost breaking his back. Why didn't you speak up when your exec was bullying and harassing me, you dirty, mangy cunt? These botted numbers on all platforms have y'all losing y'all's mother effing minds. You the type that would have been quiet in school trying to fit in. You still have no clue who you are. I know you went nights without washing that musty face. Bitch, how you remember exactly where every freckle go? Desiree Perez, you want to discuss your daughter's lawsuit? And did you do your deposition? Oh, okay. So she's steadily going at Desiree Perez as well. Then she says, bitch put out a whole album as a deluxe to an already existing album that was out like a year or two, so the original album could break records. Like, what in the insecure lack of morals and integrity you doing? I thought she was like a real artist. Girl, bye. Then Nicki Minaj posts a video of somebody drawing freckles onto SZA's face. Then she starts going through SZA's old tweets where SZA was dissing Rihanna and Sierra and others. So here, somebody sent this to Nicki. She's the main bitch that can't hit a note. SZA says, I don't get it. Neither Rihanna or Sierra can hold a note worth a damn. One's just worse than the other, so what's the beef? Nicki Minaj says, bitch, girl, hit the auto-tune button, Miss Meek and Mild Freckles. Then she says, bitches be on Twitter dissing Rihanna, Sierra, etc. But then when it comes time to suck Zick and get opportunities from them, she drew them freckles on and got the sucking, right? Allegedly, like, bitch, stop being jealous of women who you secretly will kill to be up their asshole. These men putting batteries in y'all's back and y'all are stupid enough to keep it going, not peeping that it's not going to end well for you. Buzz off, Bumbelina. Somebody else wrote, why did you take B out? Because SZA had also dissed Beyonce as well, but Nicki Minaj took that out, which was very interesting. And then she retweeted this person. The whole issue is SZA coincidentally came onto Twitter talking about not taking bait and retrograde. That's not even and a retrograde that's not even happening. After not tweeting since June, until Nicki spoke out about her manager who's been harassing Nicki since 2012. Then Nicki says, like, do you know the level of inside hate for yourself you had to have to be this much of a cunt for no reason to women you later worked with? Now want to act like you're a motherfucking tarot card? Bitch, quit. So they're just sitting here posting all the things that SZA has said. This one, she says, Beyonce looking more like Madonna every day. Could have swore she was black at one point. Hashtag just saying. And this one, she says, Nicki got a problem coming up fast. Shorty right here goes. Then she added at Iggy Azalea. Then somebody says, so Nicki is mad at Punch tweeting Broken Barbies, which happens to be a song he's promoting, thinking it was about her. Then Nicki replies back and says, oh, sir, please tell me you didn't get on here and type this. You can't be this fucking stupid, are you? Somebody else sent her a message, are we in retrograde? And AI says, no, we are not currently in a Mercury retrograde, period. Nicki Minaj retweeted that and says, congratulations, SZA. You played yourself. Somebody else says, a miserable, passive-aggressive weirdo. Nicki says, exactly, we gonna call this bitch Mizza. Bitch been miserable going on 2 decades. Then she calls SZA pumpkin. Then she posts this video of SZA, I guess, trying to sing or something.
Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, I just keep me satisfied.
Okay, I've never seen that clip before. She says, must have been good old retrograde child. Bitch singing Spanish with English words. This bitch singing in script. Damn. This went on for hours, you guys. I'm just going to read a few more. Then she says, bitch finna pounce her imaginary friend. But did she look sexy in this footage, child? Let's get Mizza back to this look. This was the right wig for her as well. Now, as far as the vocal coach, boy, that's going to cost the bitch and her whole budget. But you ain't heard that from me, child. Then she says, thanks for hanging with us tonight on Station Head. So that's when she went to Station Head to go off. So that was a lot to read, okay? She went in, like I said, for at least 2 hours. Then she went to Station Head to go in for like another 2 hours. But we're not going to listen to all that. We're just going to listen to this short 5-minute clip of her basically addressing why she's going at SZA. Y'all wanted a breakdown, okay? I pushed my schedule behind. Y'all gonna get this whole breakdown, okay? So let's go.
Anybody got no motherfucking time for this shit. Okay? Now, I was in my motherfucking meeting, and I ain't know if I had to come out swinging or if bitches was, I didn't know. Bitch tried to be slick. Probably knew I had a meeting with all the alleged stalking they've been up to. Now look, bitch. I don't know one of your motherfucking songs. Not one, bitch. Y'all, I'm not trying to be funny. Like, I'm not... Y'all, do y'all want to know something? Yo, like, y'all, I'm not being funny. Like, today, this whole day, I've been on my chill vibe, like, handling my business. You know what I'm saying? And can play with Mizza. Les Miserables, bitch. I said, find you some motherfucking else body to play with, bitch. You already played with your own hoe, and we seen how that went, bitch. And I don't, surgery shame or body shame. I don't even do that. But, bitch, I don't know if you fat, obese, chubby, or skinny. You see, and so now I got to call Dr. Now to make me figure out what the fuck has been going on here. Bitch, because what retrograde was you in, ma'am? You see what happens when you're so thirsty to be stupid and motherfucking corny? It's so good. So good. Y'all, but I'm not even trying to be funny, y'all. Listen, I don't know. Oh, oops. Gotta get up on my here. Y'all, I'm not making. I got something to do, but it's gonna take an hour. But the whole thing is, leave me the fuck alone. When you see me in certain way or form, I would advise you. So let me get this straight. You were one of those, kids loved music, and then when you started tweeting. Now I don't know if this was before or after Freckles and Bumbleina came out. Okay, which one? So I don't know which came from. However, Bumbleina, bitch, about you. It tells me a lot about you, ma'am. So instead of you coming on Twitter to give props to the top black women in your field at that time, to the women who you later worked with. So I guess they weren't that bad after all, huh? You were just one of the kids that couldn't get in the crowd, at the in crowd, huh? You went and started drawing freckles on your motherfucking face and rearranging shit. But let's get to the heart of who Les Miserables is. Les Miserables is. Oh, oops. All right, y'all. I'll be back. I'll be back in an hour. Okay? Because we have to discuss this, beautiful women and beautiful men of Gag City. We have to discuss this. We will no longer tolerate not being able to speak on the abuse that we've suffered at the hands of any powerful person, you see. And then they send out their little chicken heads, not knowing that I've been compiling information for 5 years. So if I were you, okay. Well, yeah. Does she I didn't know what she had tweeted about. Did she tweet about her shows or something? I don't know. But do these people not know my stats? Like, does this woman think like on any day that if me and her walked in the room, like in any country in the world, these bots done got to your motherfucking fat heads? I see. Y'all don't even know who's a motherfucking superstar and icon anymore, huh, Mizza? Mizza, you're not an icon. You are a yodeling fool who needs auto-tune, who done dissed every female entertainer, it seems, based off of, the screenshots. Take your yodeling ass on somewhere else, bitch. What the fuck? You done tried to break that man back or something, I think, allegedly. How the fuck did you match the dots every time you put back on the freckles is what we the people want to motherfucking know. And did Desiree Perez take her motherfucking deposition? that's what we wanted. Oh, I knew that was gonna get you mad, Des. Mm-hmm. Okay, you guys. Now, Barb's, I love you very much. So I have to do I have to do a meeting, but I'm gonna come back on here so we can have some fun in an hour, okay? But in the meantime, in between time, y'all, please know that outside of the accusations and stuff of anything I say, like in terms of alleged abuse of power and anything, outside of that, please know that this is all entertainment and should be treated as such. Okay? Please know that. It's okay to have a good laugh. Y'all know I love a good laugh. But ultimately, this is not that serious, you guys, okay? And honestly, I hate having to speak like this to women, to engage in this. I know it might sound unbelievable, but I really don't. I don't like it. I rather deal with men. I rather speak to men and cuss men out or whatever has to be done because that's where it's gotten at, as of now, that's where it is. So, with these women not having any understanding that they've been constantly used as pawns. And now streams have been vanishing left and right. Where have they gone? Oh my. But talent wins, and talent is God given. Okay, I will come back on in an hour, you guys. All right, love you.
All right, so you guys just heard what Nicki Minaj had to say on Station Head. And the thing I don't get is if SZA is beneath you and she's not that girl, and of course, SZA is not on a Nicki Minaj's level. Nicki Minaj has been in the game for years. She has an amazing catalog. But why even address her? Why even give her your energy? You know what I'm saying? I just find that kind of crazy. So now today, the Breakfast Club was talking about this, and Lauren LaRosa said that she reached out to TDE to find out what the drama was, and this is what they had to say on the Breakfast Club. So we're going to go ahead and listen to this right now.
All right, y'all. So last hour we talked about Nicki Minaj and SZA and their beef that came out of nowhere, or so it seemed, on X yesterday. So I reached out to Punch from TDE, who I also talked about in the first hour, who was at one point managing SZA, and I asked him, how did we get here? Like, Nicki Minaj is alleging that y'all have had issues behind the scenes, and because of that, this is an alleged retaliation. Like, you guys have been retaliating against her. And here's what he said to me. So he said, back in 2020, Nicki Minaj had reached out for a SZA feature on a song. He responded and told Nicki Minaj that SZA was in album mode heavy and that he would get it over to her, and that was it. They never spoke again. Feature didn't happen, but he says he's lost after that as well. Like, so then I followed up and I said, okay, so there was no further issue. Like, I still don't understand from that, how did we get here? And he says, I'm lost after that. And the song, he verified what I said. The song that he had been tweeting about, Broken Barbies, was a song by an artist that he is working with now, I Am Lyric. So he's confused. He's confused as well.
Did you ask Punch why he ain't post the song last night? That was the time to post.
He said he did.
He did.
Oh, he did?
That's what made Nicki, like, yeah, so he posted.
No. I know you said that he posted it before, and that's what made Nicki react. But in the midst of everything,
well, it was like, so
he should have posted it and
posted
like,
again.
Broken Barbies, baby. This the song. You know what I mean?
It was so closely, like, the time was so close that if you went and looked, it was right there. He literally tweeted Broken Barbies, and after that he tweeted there's like a trailer to I Am Lyric's video. Then he did the same.
Is the song out?
Is the song, I was going to say, is it out?
We did all this. We should at least play the snippet of the song and see if we like the song.
I mean, shout out to the Nicki Minaj promotion team.
That's crazy.
Yeah, right.
We should at least play it.
That's what Nicki should do. Start Broken Barbie promotions. Okay, I'll amplify your records.
Yo, shut up.
I had no idea that Punch even posted about this.
I didn't either. I was confused as well until I went and looked like
that's
everybody
good intel.
else. It is a good detail because I think a lot of people are trying to figure out we didn't even know that there was an issue with
Punch should put the link in his Instagram. Make it easy to find.
The song is out. It was out a day ago.
See?
All right, tea sippers. So you guys just heard what the Breakfast Club said. This entire situation is insane. I feel like this. At the end of the day, Nicki is grown. And, you know, she's, in her 40s now? I think SZA's in her 20s. You got to let all these young girls do them. Like, at the end of the day, you don't need validation. You don't need any attention. Even if they're throwing shots and shade, who cares? You're that girl. You're that queen. You're the queen of rap. Why keep entertaining the negativity? As far as the whole Mercury retrograde, I don't believe that was innocent on SZA's end. Let me keep that real. I believe that SZA was coming to defend, you know, TDE. That is a part of her label. That's her own manager. You know, that's a part of her. That's who has supported her career. And guess what? She has every right to come and, you know what I'm saying, defend, you know, said manager. Just like how close Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj are. Anything that goes against Wayne or people that go against Wayne, Nicki Minaj has Wayne's back as well. So, you know, for her to get mad that SZA said something, and SZA wasn't disrespectful. She just said, you know, don't take the bait. Now, SZA tried to come back and say that, oh, she wasn't talking about Nicki. She was talking about something else. I don't believe that. I do feel like she was trying to respond and defend TDE, which is fine because Nicki Minaj does that all the time for Wayne. I just don't get it. I don't get the back and forth. They've worked together. SZA has, you know, co-written songs. I mean, let's keep it real. Nicki's saying that she doesn't know SZA's music. She doesn't know one song that SZA has, but that's not factual because they worked on the song Feeling Myself together. SZA is credited as a songwriter. You know, I just think that Nicki is just going through a lot right now. She's mad at Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? She went on a rant about Jay-Z, I believe, like a week or so ago.
Tweeted, Jay-Z, call me to settle the karmic debt. It's only collecting more interest. You still in my top 5, though. Let's get it. N-word. And anyone still calling him whole will answer to God for the blasphemy. He feels like blogs and online platforms don't touch what she's saying, and they don't cover all of her words fully because it's Jay-Z and Roc Nation.
I have no idea about their business, but if someone owed me $200 million, then I would be in court, not on X. And I guarantee you, if she ever took that to court, that would be a huge story.
She's mad at Desiree Perez. She's mad at all these people. And I think a lot of other folks are catching strays. You know what I'm saying? You know, Punch says that the song has nothing to do with Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? It's his artist that came up with the song. She's taking it personally. But the way she went in on SZA, calling her out her name and everything else was just insane. Because a lot of these young girls look up to Nicki. And it's like, you know, at this point, she's beef with everybody. You know, Lotto, Cardi, Ice Spice, you know, now SZA. It's just starting to be a lot. You know, even with the whole Doechii thing where people are saying that she's throwing shots at Doechii, I can see why people think that. And the thing is, Doechii is a huge Nicki Minaj fan. She's given Nicki Minaj props time and time again, so much so that even a lot of barbs accuse Doechii of copying Nicki Minaj's style.
Music's good. Like, you should be, like, y'all Nicki fans be happy. Y'all be happy when y'all get mad when she gets slandered. And then now that someone's, like, supposedly imitating her, now you're mad. Like, fuck. Like,
Side in the club like the Cavaliers.
Your style courtside with a Cavalier.
A lot of people had called Doechii out for this. So, I don't know. It's like, I just don't get beefing with all these girls who are half your age. It's just not a good look. I'll leave the conversation up to y'all, tea sippers. How do y'all feel about this situation? Do you feel like Nicki Minaj is just simply defending herself and SZA was wrong for, you know, jumping in to have TD's back? Or do you feel like, you know what, Nicki Minaj does the same thing with Lil Wayne, so why does she care? And then last but not least, how do you guys feel about her going back and forth and dragging SZA the way that she did? So I look forward to reading y'all's comments down below. Feel free to share this video. Make sure you guys like the video, and I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces.
If you want the latest news in the streets, join us and tune in for the tea. Breaking news with integrity. So tell your friends and your family. It's the Lovelyti TV show, bringing you good tea and good vibes. It's the Lovelyti TV show. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe.